Hey gang, how you doing? Sunday night, let's do some quick talk and get ourselves motivated, get ourselves focused for the week. Been off the air for a couple of weeks. I took some time, wanted to do some processing myself. The country's been in a lot of turmoil, so there was a lot of noise that I wouldn't have been able to penetrate through. And so I just hope that you're doing safe and well. That's the first thing that I did want to approach, and it's the fact that we are still trying to evolve. We're not a perfect country. That's the great thing about us. As I don't, and in my opinion, I don't believe that we were designed to be perfect. If you follow what our founding fathers wrote, I believe it is in the Constitution, where we are looking to, in order to create a more perfect union. Now, that leaves a huge a gap for error, to be more perfect. I doubt we'll ever be perfect, and I think that for how noble of a goal that is, I don't think that we as a society will ever achieve it. I pray for it all the time, but we're still processing. And I think even though well over 150 years, we're still having these conflicts. I don't want to get into kind of a whole lot of my thinking, but we are to a point where a lot of those things are now in the past. They are part of our history. They are a part of who we were. And it's giving us area to grow. Not everybody is going to grow as quickly as we want them to, but it'll take time. We're in a young country when you think about it. Just a little over 250 years old. Almost 250 years old. So we've got this. We're close to 250. So it's like, and we're still a young country compared to a lot of others. Okay. One, we are still the oldest democracy out there that is recorded. But I do feel, yes, we can evolve more and we can do better. And as long as we're working those mechanics, sooner or later we will work to an even more perfect union. But right now, we are where we are. And we're going to learn from it. Okay? So that being said, I do want to move on to where we're going. A lot of the country is opening up, and we're starting to see things coming up. Better news in everything. Jobs report was way off the charts as compared to what they projected. So, I mean, we really came back. I do want to see where we're going to continue from there. Graduations, obviously completely different. Weddings, a lot of them have been canceled, rearranged. A good friend of mine actually did like a social distancing one. So we're learning. We are evolving. And I think this crisis situation allowed us to look at other things that we normally wouldn't have, especially within ourselves. And I always am a firm believer that the development of the self before we try to go help other people is primary. And this follows along with the whole theory of the life jacket. Okay? You always put yours on first before you put on somebody else's, simply because you've got to be able to support yourself. Okay? I'm probably one of many people out there that gives more than they know. I always think of the other person first, but I do have to look at the fact that right now I had to look at myself. I had to go inside myself. I got to put on my own oxygen mask or life vest, however you want to look at it, so that I could then be able to project. One of my biggest challenges is just producing content here each and every week so it doesn't sound like a ramble, but it's actually a well choreographed thought. So this week we're going to be just tuning back in. We're obviously seeing what this new normal is going to be. We're adjusting to it. We're going into week 3 for a lot of places. So we're creating the habits needed for the new norm. I want to encourage everybody to get out there, enjoy what is out there, understand that we do have a wonderment of the universe out there that is there to explore and develop. I'd like to hear what you guys got to say. Obviously, leave some comments. If you're liking what you see, hit the like button. Obviously, subscribe and hit the notification button and share the content. I'm here to help more, and the only way I can do that is to hear from everybody. I will give you my wisdom, but I'm not going to be arrogant and saying, oh, this is the only way to do it. Because for every situation, there's going to be multiple ways to solve it. That's the way you got to look at it. And you put the whole table together, and then you've got synergy. And I think that's where since this whole shutdown and we're building back up, you're going to start seeing more of that. It's going to be a collective thought. It's going to be beautiful. Like I said, I'd love to hear what you got to say. So go ahead and leave some comments. You like this? Hit the like button and share it. Let all your friends know. I'm here to learn. I'm using this channel as a way to learn about myself, and maybe learn more about other things. You know, I have a very opinionated thought, but if a case is brought to me and it's very thought out, of course I am open to change, and I'm open to look at that different opinion. So I want to thank you guys. We're going to keep this going. We're going to have a lot more content, a lot more engagement as things open up and I'm able to do a lot more. So talk to you next week. Thanks a lot.